Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ridge and Steffy's Zende's secret mission. Find an inside man. According to the bold and the beautiful, Steffy Forrester defied Carter Walton and Hope Logan's directives. They decided not to go to work as Steffy spoke with Ridge and Eric Forrester at the Cliff home. Additionally, Zende Forrester Dominguez arrived to declare his resignation, citing the need to be faithful to his family. They wanted Zende to be their man on the inside at Forrester Creations and represent their interests until they could reclaim power, even if Ridge, Steffy, and Eric valued that loyalty. Steffy didn't think this takeover would endure long since she predicted that Carter and Hope will soon face their day of reckoning. Ridge supported Steffy by implying that Carter and Hope wouldn't receive any assistance once they sank. Carter at Forrester Creations said he was reintroducing Hope and reviving her line with all the money she need. Hope was grateful and determined not to disappoint Carter since she would no longer have to struggle to make ends meet. Hope was shocked that Carter wasn't going to choose the CEO himself because he also wanted to choose someone. Carter required assistance with day-to-day operations because he would be overseeing the LLC and concentrating on business growth. Hope was ecstatic and assumed her mother would be as well when Carter proposed that Brooke Logan would be the ideal candidate for the position. Katie updated Brooke on the pictures that appeared in her inbox and allowed her to view one for herself at the design office. A picture of a presumably naked Electra startled Brooke. Brooke decided that they would have to let Electra go since Katie maintained that they couldn't afford a major issue at Forrester at the moment. Ivy Forrester told Carter and Hope that the jewelry line was still viable, but she appeared a bit surprised by the news of the acquisition. Ivy was shocked to hear that Katie and Brooke intended to get rid of Electra when she was called into the design office. On Tuesday's B&B show, Ivy had a lot of questions about why. Electra told Will Spencer about her past friendship with Remy Price, and how they were both geeks in high school when they were in the Forrester salon. Remy was particularly interested in computer science, Electra said. When Katie finally invited Electra to come up to the design office, she was shocked to hear that they would have to let her go. Sheila Sharp saw Remy daydreaming on his phone at Il Giardino and warned him to return to work since Deacon Sharp dislikes slackers. Later, Remy remembered Will's attitude toward him and Electra's rejection at the Forrester salon. Remy finally suggested that Electra should bid Will farewell after sobbing and reflecting on the phony pictures he had taken. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Remy's evil side will only worsen in the upcoming episodes, so check in. Will versus Remy, Eric's emergency, and the repercussions of the takeover. Here are the spoilers for Wednesday, December 18th, 2024's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans may anticipate Will Spencer threatening Remy Price in tomorrow's episode. As Forrester Creations continues to be torn away from the patriarch, Ridge Forrester and Steffy Forrester Finnegan grow more worried about Eric Forrester. Let's discuss what will happen in the upcoming episode of the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. According to Wednesday, December 18th B&B teasers, Eric will keep watching helplessly as his company is ripped from him. Eric just recovered from a fatal illness. Even though Eric is now well, this might rehabilitate his physical condition. Additionally, it may be detrimental to Eric's emotional well-being. Steffy and Ridge will start to worry more and more about Eric. Carter Walton will continue to make daring changes to Forrester Creations, while Ridge and Steffy will try their best to reassure Eric. It's conceivable that Eric will feel as though his heart is being torn out. For the first design, Eric has described how he cut the first square from the first piece of cloth. Eric is devastated by this loss, particularly because he has recently been concentrating on leaving a legacy. It's not only that Eric lost the business. The reason is because the business was given to someone who wanted to transform it into something else. According to Wednesday, December 18th spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Will ultimately goes to Il Giardino to face Remy. However, Electra Forrester is unaware of this. Ultimately, Will threatens to punish Remy for spoiling Electra's experience. When Will says he's ruining Electra's new beginning, Remy loses it. Will is calm and collected while warning Remy that if he doesn't stop it, they will have a problem. Remy will probably become agitated by this and take another evil action. The Forrester family's intentions to retaliate against Carter and Hope Logan may potentially be seen by fans. What will happen when the Forrester family ultimately regains control of the business, even if hope is now on a high? On Wednesday, December 18, 2024, which narrative are you most excited to see? What do you think will happen to Will, Electra, Remy, Hope, and Carter? How will Eric, Ridge, Steffy, and the other characters fare in the future? The last straw was Ridge Forrester's abuse of Brooke's granddaughter, according to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Ridge Forrester's ultimatum that Brooke Logan choose between him and Hope Logan is the final straw. Ridge did not want to abandon his grandchild to the streets. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge is now Beth Spencer's grandpa. Ridge didn't care that he wanted Beth evicted as well though, since he now wants Hope gone. It's clear that Ridge has no affection for Brooke's granddaughter. How could Ridge turn against a child who has been reared as their granddaughter as well as her daughter? Given how long Hope and her kid have been in Ridge's life, it is rather pitiful that he wants nothing to do with them. But it appears that Ridge is content to move on with Taylor Hayes. To be quite honest, Ridge's ultimatum has nothing to do with his desire to avoid living close to Hope. Hope spends much of her time at the cabin. Ridge wants to see Hope, but Hope doesn't want to run into him. Ridge's demand, nevertheless, is harsh to the granddaughter, who doesn't understand why she must leave her house. There is nothing right with punishing Beth as well, and Ridge is all about punishing Hope at the moment. It's clear that Ridge is also indifferent to Brooke's feelings. On Brooke's orders, you wouldn't see Ridge evicting one of his children from the property. No matter what Ridge says, Brooke won't alter her response. To be honest, since the beginning, Steffy Forrester has been pushing Ridge and Taylor together. Ridge had vowed it wouldn't work and blamed Steffy of doing this. But Steffy has received just what she desired. Ridge and Taylor are visiting Steffy's right now. Naturally, Ridge is accusing Hope as being the reason he was at Steffy's. Although no one is to blame, Ridge has let Steffy to instill negative beliefs about Hope in his mind, and he is using this to demonize her. When will Ridge come to terms with the fact that Steffy has once again deceived him, and that he discovered it far too late? Bill's killer heroism foreshadows Remy's grim fate? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Remy Price has targeted Electra Forrester. Obsessed and possessive, Remy has already shown to have a dark and vengeful temper. While Remy's attacks are through the computer, he could be more dangerous than anyone realizes. With Bill Spencer giving Luna Nozawa a reality check, could that have been a foreshadowing of Bill committing a killer heroic act? Keep reading and let's talk about what could happen next in this storyline. Spoilers reveal that Remy came to Los Angeles right after finding Electra. Although Remy claimed he was there for a fresh start, it was really to stalk Electra. In the past, Electra was humiliated and tormented when fake photos of her bare body circulated. Electra mentioned that even her own best friends wouldn't talk to her. Now we know that Remy was responsible and is doing it again. Remy interrupted Electra at her new job with the pizza. If Remy had just dropped off the pizza and left, that would be one thing. However, Remy wanted to hang out, so of course Will Spencer said they were busy working. It's not just that but a creepy vibe that Will gets from Remy.